Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne French with Loveline. And today's video is going to be very interesting for you. You know why? Because in this video, I'm going to solve and explain CBSE Class 10 French Board Exam Sample Paper. Yes, I've explained the entire video in 4 parts, exactly according to sections of board exam paper. Like in part 1 of my video, you will see section A, that is comprehension écrite, which is of 10 marks. And in this part, I'll show you how to attempt comprehension correctly and explain the strategy step by step. And in my part 2 video, that is the section B, the writing section, which carries 20 marks, you will see I have written and explained the letters in a very simple way. I've also used mind maps, picture memory techniques to make the letters super easy to remember. And in my part 3, section C, the grammar section, which is the biggest part of paper with 30 marks. In this section, I've solved and explained all 9 grammar questions. So it's gonna work as a complete grammar revision for you people for your board exam. And in the part 4, but last but not the least, culture section, which is again of 20 marks, where we will cover the important cultural questions asked in the paper. So stay with me till the end, and this video will help you prepare effectively for your French board exams. So let's see. So this is part 2, that is section B of your board exam, that is expression écrite, a writing section. So let's get started. Okay, so now this is 10th standard French sample board exam paper. So here if you see in section B, 3 letters will be there, and you have to attempt 1 letter, and the first letter, which is vous écrivez à votre ami indien en lui décrivant le système politique français. This is very important letter. Mostly it comes, that's a political system of France, right? So I'm gonna explain each and everything here. Let me just show you. Here I have already written 1 letter for you people here, right? So we are gonna do this. So the format is really important. Okay, for format you will get 4 points, and content should be good, right? Grammar mistakes please avoid. Otherwise minor grammar mistakes they will overlook and they will give you marks. But yes, format carries 4 marks, so be careful how you write format. See, your paper is on 10th March. I've already written these marks here. So vous écrivez à votre ami une lettre, d'accord? I skipped. Vous écrivez une lettre à votre ami indienne en lui décrivant le système politique français, that you have to write the political system of France. So here you mention your city name, any city name you can write, but I have written Paris because if you are explaining a political system of France, maybe you are in Paris, so you write your city name here, it is really important. And then you write le. Before date, we always mention le, and then date. It's on 10th March, so I've written these marks. And please, sometimes you people write any other month name, and the month name spellings you make mistake. Please do not make this silly mistake. And yes, do not write like this, please. Like most of the times you write like this. Like this shows the English version. Please do not write like this, otherwise bad impression you'll put, okay, and your marks will be deducted. So please do not mention that. So it is Paris, city name, then le, because before date we always mention le. That is the way in English language we say on 10th March. So the same way we say le, these marks. Then 2026, so this is 2026, so you write down that. So this should be there one side. Then another side you start your address that person. If you wanna write to a girl, then mention, no, I don't want anything. Then mention cher, right? The way I have written cher, that is dear. I mentioned my daughter's name, but you can mention any name, okay? So cher if you are writing to a girl, and cher if you're writing to a boy. Or if you don't want to mention name, you simply write down cher ami, dear friend. But yes, do not make this mistake that you are writing cher, that is the feminine version, and you're writing the masculine version of ami. That's wrong combination. Okay, so you have to mention here, if you're writing to a girl, then cher ami, dear friend. Or if you're writing to a boy, then Sheikh Ami this way. Okay, so be careful when you're writing. And then this also comes under format only, that how you're mentioning dear friend, blah, blah, blah. And then the first line, all right? So see the first line I have written, Comment vas-tu? How are you? Okay, comment vas-tu? How are you? J'espère que tu vas bien. I hope that you are fine, all right? Dans ta dernière lettre, dernier means last. In your last letter, tu m'as demandé, you asked me. So this is your passé composite tense you have mentioned here. Tu m'as demandé, you asked me, des informations, information sur le système politique français, on the political system of France. Of course, you have to mention the beginning, some background you have to give, that why you are writing to your friend the political system of France. So of course you can mention that, okay, you asked me, so you can write even that way. Avant j'étais trop occupée, before I was so busy, mais maintenant je suis libre, and now I'm free, et je vais t'écrire, I'm going to write you le système politique français, political system of France, blah blah blah, right? So like this. So you can say, comment vas-tu? How are you? J'espère que tu vas bien. I hope that you are fine. Dans ta lettre, dans ta dernière lettre, in your last letter, tu m'as demandé, you asked me, des informations sur le système politique français, information on the political system of France, and je vais t'expliquer simplement. I'm going to explain you simply. And please be careful here. Mostly students, what you people do, you write down like this, है ना? That is, je explique à toi. You rather writing the, you write je, and moreover rather writing L apostrophe, that is L apostrophe is what here? That is, we are avoiding the repetition, that say oh they, say we, you remember? So that thing we have implemented here. So whatever grammar you have learned, we have implemented here. So you people write like this, expliquer, je vais expliquer à toi le système éducatif français. Again, repetition, please avoid, okay? So the is what? That I explain you. Okay. And now le is what? That is le système politique français. So we have avoided the repetition and we have written a very clear cut, very nice sentence in the beginning only. And this way you can get good marks. Very nice impression you have already put. That is, je vais t'expliquer, je vais te l'expliquer simplement. All right. I'm going to explain it simply. Oh, sorry, pardon. So we'll start. En France, in France, il y a deux assemblées. There are two assemblies. Please remember. En France, il y a deux assemblées. So there are two assemblies. The first one is what? That is l'Assemblée nationale. That is the National Assembly. This is the first. And le Sénat. This is the second. Okay. So il y a deux assemblées. Deux assemblées, right? This is your first one and this is your second. That is l'Assemblée nationale et le Sénat. So this line is super important, okay? And then, of course, the members we are going to talk about. Les membres de l'Assemblée nationale, that is the members of National Assembly, s'appellent, are called. And what they are called? Les députés. Okay? So, les membres de l'Assemblée nationale are députés, s'appellent les députés. Right? They are députés, they are called députés, and then they are elected by, let's see, ils sont élus par les citoyens. Ils sont élus, okay, in pronunciation, ils sont élus par les citoyens. They are elected by. Élu is elected, par means by, les citoyens. Citoyens means citizens. So they are elected by citizens. And then le siège de l'Assemblée nationale est, siège is what? I know you must have read siège, that is seat. But here it's not that seat. The way I'm sitting on sofa, this is seat. This is not that seat. Siège is the kind of official building where the people sit and discuss and make decisions, something that where they work actually. That is le siège. So le siège de l'Assemblée nationale est Now we are talking about l'Assemblée nationale. Okay? So the siège of l'Assemblée nationale est le Palais Bourbon. Palais Bourbon is the official building for l'Assemblée nationale. Okay? And it is in Paris only, that is à Paris. So le siège de l'Assemblée nationale, okay, est le Palais Bourbon à Paris. It is in Paris. Palais Bourbon is the name of that. And le député is the members, are the members. So les députés discutent et votent les lois. They discuss and vote laws. Loi is laws. Vote is a simple verb, that is voter. So they vote laws and discuss laws over there. So that is les députés. So it is all about l'Assemblée nationale. So we have learned l'Assemblée nationale. People are called députés, and the siège name is that is Palais Bourbon, and it is in Paris. Okay, and then the another l'Assemblée, because we said there are two l'Assemblée, that is deux assemblées, l'Assemblée nationale et le Sénat. Now let's talk about Sénat. So les membres du Sénat, it should be clear, right? Systematic way, so that whomsoever is checking can easily check the paper. Don't make it clumsy, sort of. Okay. And yes, please make sure you give space, and so that the person can easily read your letter properly. So les membres du Sénat, that is the members of Sénat, this is again Assemblée. Okay. Les membres du Sénat s'appellent, means are called, because members are more, so we'll use the plural version of s'appeler verb, right? So les membres du Sénat s'appellent, the members of Sénat are called les sénateurs. Sénateur is a name of, we call people, members, whomsoever are working under Sénat, we call sénateur. It's not sénature, it's sénateur. Ils sont élus par les grands électeurs. They are élus, I already mentioned here also. They are elected by. So that is par grand électeur, by big level electors. Then le siège, again, here also we talked about siège, here also we'll talk about siège. Le siège du Sénat est le palais de Luxembourg. Okay? Palais du Luxembourg is the siège of Sénat. Right? And then à Paris, it is also à Paris, in Paris. Then les sénateurs examinent et votent les lois. They also examine and vote for the laws and all, that okay, this law is good, blah blah blah. So they do. So these are two l'Assemblée, right? The assemblées sont là, and we have discussed their members, and they are elected by, and their siège, right? And what is their work. So now let's see le président. Yes, this question comes alone also in culture, that is the responsibility du président, right? Responsibilities of president, le président de France. So this also comes. Currently, this is the person, Emmanuel Macron, and recently he's in India. So let's see. Le président de la République française, that is the president of French Republic, est Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron is the name of the president. Okay, name, please mention it clearly. It is really important. You will get marks for that. Il habite et travaille au Palais de l'Élysée. He lives and works au Palais de l'Élysée. This is the name of the place where he lives and work. Right? He live and work in this place, that is Palais de l'Élysée. And it is where? Près des Champs-Élysées. Champs-Élysées, you know, that's a long, almost 2 kilometer long road, right? Champs-Élysées. And there, of course, there only nearby, there is Palais de l'Élysée, and where he lives and work. D'accord? Il a beaucoup de responsabilités. He has a lot of responsibilities. And here, please write the. Okay, do not write they. This is a silly mistake. Do not make it. Do not say il a beaucoup de responsabilités. No, because beaucoup de is a combined one word sort of. It's expression, that is a lot of. And of course, after the, something plural comes. So do not think that if it is plural, so you'll write down they here. No. Alors, so il a beaucoup de responsabilités. He has a lot of responsibilities. Il est le chef des armées. Chef des armées. Chef doesn't mean chef khana banane wala chef. Chef is what? That is the head. Okay. So, il est le chef des armées. He is the head of the army. Right. Il nomme, that is he nominate. He actually choose. Il nomme le premier ministre. Right. He nominate the prime minister, les ministres, other ministers, et les ambassadeurs. Ambassador, that is ambassador. And now what is ambassador? Ambassador? Yes, ambassador, that is ambassador, is the person who represents our country. Like, for example, from France, like French president, he nominates somebody as a ambassador the France, and he sent that person to India, and that person represents France in India. Similarly, from India, we send somebody to other countries, right? That is our ambassador who represents our country in other country, right? So that is ambassador. So of course, le président, the president only elect choose this person, nominate this person, that is ambassador. And even haute personnalité, even some other high personalities, high level personalities, he only nominate. So il signe les lois, he sign laws, le président. Il a le pouvoir, he has the power, Then il représente la France, he represents France. Dans le monde, monde is what? World. He represents France in the world, right? Like when he goes to any other country, of course he's the president, so he represents his whole country, right? So that is il représente la France dans le monde. Quand il voyage, why I'm saying til? Because this letter they is a silent letter. We pronounce it like con, and do not pronounce it cond or quand. No, it is con. Con means when. And because it's a silent letter and the next letter starts with letter E, that is a vowel. So it connects with letter they, and letter they changes its sound from the to the. Okay, so we say quand-il, when he. Okay, quand-il voyage à l'étranger, when he voyage, that is travel, à l'étranger. L'étranger means any foreign country. Il parle au nom de la France. He speak on behalf of France, right? So of course he's French president rather. So of course if he'll come to any country, he'll go to any country, definitely he'll represent his country and he'll speak on behalf of France and French people, isn't it? So this is quite simple, huh? So here we have got some responsibilities of president. Then yes, voila, c'est tout, huh? You can write voilà le système politique français. Here is the French political system. Maintenant, now, parle-moi. This comes under your format only because this is something closing line, you are writing. So it is voilà le système politique français. Here is the political system of France. Maintenant, now, parle-moi. See, this is imperative, okay? Parle-moi, speak to me, right? Du système politique, the political system de ton pays, of your country. So some nice, one nice closing line you gave that, okay, now मैंने बताया, now I mentioned my political system, my country's political system. Now you tell me your country's political system also, right? So that is quite a nice closing line. J'attends ta réponse. I wait for your reply. Right? I'm waiting for your reply. That is, this line can work in any letter, huh? Right? J'attends ta réponse. Then à bientôt, that is see you soon, or anything else. If you want to write down je t'embrasse, if you're very close friends, you can write down je t'embrasse, something like that, Amitié, friendship wala word. So anything you can write, and then your name. But yes, in board exam, do not write your name here, write anything else, XYZ or anything, or any fake name you write here, right? So this was your political system format. Please remember, you have to write this way, okay? Your date and your first city and date. Then this side your whomsoever you are writing. Then the first very nice starting line, because teacher will be impressed from there only when the examiner, the checker will check your paper. Then very clearly give each and every thing. First, Assemblée nationale, then Sénat, and then les responsabilités de président, and then the closing line, and voila. And for your convenience, I have created this image as well so that you can remember the things. Le système politique français, okay? So it is France has two assemblées, right? Assemblée nationale and Sénat. We are doing this. Okay, Assemblée nationale and Sénat. We have l'Assemblée. We have two assemblées. And the people, membres, are called les députés of l'Assemblée nationale, are called députés. And the members of Sénat is very easy name, that is sénateur, right? And now if we talk about their siège, where they actually sit and work, this is the building, that is Palais Bourbon for l'Assemblée nationale, and Palais de Luxembourg for Sénat. Okay, or the people are sénateur. And they are elected by citoyen and grand électeur. So everything is mentioned in a flowchart way so that you can remember. Palais Bourbon, élu par. This is the same thing written here. Okay, now let's see le président. Okay, now if we just talk about president, that is Emmanuel Macron is the name of that president. Name of the president, le président. Palais d'Élysée is the place, and here spelling mistake, Élysée here. Palais de l'Élysée is the place where he sit and work. Okay, this is the place. Okay, près des Champs-Élysées, near the Champs-Élysées. That's a long, avenue, the Champs-Élysées we say. Avenue means when there is a long, broad road with trees and all, and some important monuments are there. That is a kind of avenue, sort of. And of course, this important place is there. Emmanuel Macron lives there. So that is very important and special road. That is Avenue de Champs-Élysées. But do not mix the spellings, okay, of Champs-Élysées and Élysée. Mostly children get confused. So Palais de l'Élysée, this is like this. And près, here also accent mistake. Près des Champs-Élysées. Right? And then responsibility. Responsibilities. This question I already mentioned, this comes of 2 marks question also comes in the culture part, right? Say responsibility. First responsibility, you see chef des armées. Here also accent is wrong. Chef des armées, right? Head of the army. Nomme le premier ministre. He nominate the prime minister. Then we have nomme les ministres. He nominate other ministers. Nomme les ambassadeurs. Ambassador means the person who represents, one country, for example, our country to another country. That is ambassadeur. And then parle au nom de la France dans le monde. He speak au nom de la France, that is on behalf of, on the name of France, dans le monde, in the world, right? So this you can remember. I made a flowchart as well for you people like this. Okay. Parlement, l'Assemblée nationale, Sénat, député, sénateur, élu par citoyen, and élu par grand électeur, Palais Bourbon, Palais de Luxembourg, right? And here I mentioned even the responsibility, like chef des armées, nomme le premier ministre, nomme les ministres, right? And nomme les ambassadeurs, signe les lois, he signed laws. This, I think over there, it's not mentioned. Let me check. Représente la France, parle au nom de la France, right? So these are some of the responsibilities. Let me check the image. Yeah, it's not mentioned in the image, but yes, you can do it. Okay, so this is your letter. This way you can remember some keywords, some points, and here you can mention this way. So definitely you will get 10 points. Nobody can deduct your marks if you'll go accordingly. Okay, that's all for this political system of France, and I'll explain the another video. In the another video, I'll explain the another letter. Okay, this way only I'll make it easy for you so that you can get good marks in 10th board exams. Okay, c'est tout. Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne French with Lovely. And yes, if you're preparing for CBSE Class 10 French board exam, then this video is going to be very helpful for you. Because in this video, I'm going to discuss one very important letter topic that often appears in exam, that is Comment sauver notre planète? That is how to save our planet. And in this video, I'll explain how to structure the letter, what points you should include, and how you can attempt it easily in the exam to score good marks. So make sure you watch this video till the end. An attack. So this is your letter that votre cousin vous a. So this is your letter that votre cousin vous a demandé des idées pour sauver notre planète. That is, your cousin asked you some ideas to save our planet. Écrivez-lui en décrivant ce qu'il faut faire. So write him to give some ideas that what we should do. All right. Again. So this is the letter. And the heading is Votre cousin vous a demandé des idées pour sauver notre planète. That your cousin asked you some ideas to save our planet. So écrivez-lui, that write him en décrivant while describing ce qu'il faut faire. So what we must do. D'accord? On commence, we start. So the letter format is very important. If you can see this side, you have to write down city name, and here let me mark. This side you will mention city name and then le and then date. So le is what here? Le means on. The way in English language we say on 10th March, because your paper is on 10th March. So I've already written that is le, these marks. And yes, sorry, pardon. Do not make this mistake that write this kind of 10th, please. This is English, so don't do this. Okay, so you simply mention your city name here. Any city name you can mention. I've written Delhi, and here le, that is before date we mentioned le. Then le, these marks, that is 10th March 2026, 2026. And here this side you mention that whomsoever you are writing. Here I have written cher cousin, that is dear cousin, but it's your wish. If you are writing to a boy, then of course you can write cher cousin, or you can mention directly the name, or you can say salut, or the name of that person. For example, salut Rohit. Okay, or if you are writing to a girl, that's your cousin is a girl, that's then you can write down. We say here they have given boy, but it's your wish. If you are writing to a girl, then you can write down chère cousine, that is dear cousin, right? Or because cousins, we do not directly say cousin, we say hi dear, or dear and then name, right? So you can mention any name also. For example, chère, that is dear, this is for females. Chère Shagun, that's my daughter's name. Chère Shagun, dear Shagun. So you can start like this also. Here you can mention, right? And then you can ask, do not jump directly to the topic. Of course, you must ask, how are you, blah, 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 such things. So you can say, comment vas-tu, how are you? The way I have mentioned this line here. Comment vas-tu, how are you? J'espère que tu vas bien. I hope that you are fine. So these lines are always useful. Whatever letter comes, you can write down the first, these two lines, right? So you will get marks for the format, because this is a part of format only. Let me tell you, for format you will get 4 marks. Okay, so that includes the starting, this, and even initial line, and even ending And before ending, there is one line that also includes this is your format. You will get 4 marks out of 10 just for the format. Okay. Then you say, J'ai reçu ta lettre. I received your letter. And yes, one more thing before I start. Because mostly in board exams, that is in 10th standard, if you see almost all letters are informal. Means you mostly have to write down to your parents, to your cousin, to your friends. So of course, whenever we are writing informal letters, means you are writing to your close ones, then you know very well that we use ton, ta, te. That is an informal version, right? So do not mix it, because most of the times what you people do, you sometimes you write ton, ta, te kind of things. That is, you are showing that you are informal, and in another line you write down votre or vous kind of. So do not mix. Ne mélangez pas. D'accord? Les deux choses. Do not mix two things. Of course, with your cousins, with your friends, with your parents, you are informal. So you please stick to the informal version only. That is ton, ta, te, these kind of things. Tu, write tu. Okay? You. If you want to say you write tu. If you want to say your something, then you please go with the adjective possessive like ton, ta, te. Do not write votre, vous, ye sab, right? That is little confusing, and moreover, that's not cool. Huh? You will lose marks. So, j'ai reçu ta lettre. See, this actually reminded me because it is written ta lettre. J'ai reçu ta lettre. This is a passé composite tense, that I received ta lettre. I received your letter. Dans laquelle, in which, tu m'as demandé, you asked me. I can zoom if you want so that you can see carefully. Yes, nice. Okay. So, tu m'as demandé, you asked me, des idées, ideas. And now, what ideas? Pour sauver notre planète, to save our planet, right? So this is the heading. Whatever heading comes, you can ask, you can write like this only, that j'ai reçu ta lettre dans laquelle tu m'as demandé blah blah blah. For example, political system of France, then you can write here political system of France. For example, comment vas-tu? J'espère que tu vas bien. J'ai reçu ta lettre dans laquelle tu m'as demandé le système politique en France, d'accord? So for system politique France, that is a political system of France, I've already made one video. Please go and check that as well, because that is also one of the very important topics in 10th standard board exam, for 10th standard board exam, right? So please go through that video as well. And moreover, I have given a very nice flow chart and with picture, so that you can remember those points, that what exactly the things are. So please go for that video. And here also, watch this video also till end, so that because in this video also, after this kind of normal letter, to make you understand, I have given a mind map, so that you do not forget any point when you are writing your letter. Okay, so let's see. J'ai reçu ta lettre dans laquelle tu m'as demandé des idées pour sauver notre planète. So then you say this. Next line, you can say je suis très heureux or je suis très heureuse. So if you're a boy, you can write je suis très heureux. I'm very happy. And if you're a girl, you can write down je suis très heureuse. Remove this bracket. Okay, and even X also, letter X. And you write down je suis très heureuse. Okay, the te répondre, to reply you. So this te is also you, to reply you. So I'm very happy to reply you. Right, and now let's see the first point. This is a kind of, you see, by just jeter an eye, coup d'œil, you can just, by just a glance, you can see that this is a very nice format of letter, structured way, point wise, right? I have written, you see now. So the first is pour sauver l'environnement, that is to save environment, or you can mention pour sauver notre planète. Nous devons changer. Nous devons means we must, right? Changer, change. Quelques habitudes. Habitude is, that is our habits. Dans notre vie quotidienne, in our daily life, that is daily routine. Quotidienne means daily. Notre vie means our life. So of course, this is true, very much true, that if we want to bring change, otherwise we always crib this is like that, global warming, blah 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 blah. But yes, if you want to really bring a change, then definitely The first thing what we're supposed to do, that is, nous devons changer quelques habitudes. We must change some habits, though notre vie quotidienne, in our daily routine. D'abord means first of all. See, it's written d'abord here. D'abord, first of all, il faut. Whenever you are giving instruction, commands, so we use this kind of word, il faut, that we must, she must, he must, because this is a falloir verb and we have only one conjugaison, faut. We say il faut, that we must économiser l'eau. Économiser means save. L'eau, that is water. So of course we must save water. So this point you can mention. Économiser l'eau et l'électricité. And electricity. We must save water and electricity. This point is very important. And then see, I have mentioned one example as well. Par exemple, for example, nous devons fermer. Fermer means otherwise close, but here fermer means to turn off. Le robinet. Robinet, tap. Water tap, of course, जब हम नहीं यूज कर रहे तो पानी बंद कर दो. ठीक है, ये नहीं कि चल रहा है पानी चल रहा है, तो ऑफ कोर्स दैट यू कैन टर्न ऑफ द टैप. सो nous devons fermer le robinet. We must turn the tap off. après l'usage, after use. ये नहीं कि भाई नहाओ ही नहीं टैप ऑफ करो, मैम ने कहा पानी सेव करो, बंद करो, बंद करो. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. पानी यूज करने के बाद, मैंने लिखा है après usage, after usage. éteindre. éteindre क्या है? इट्स अगेन ऑफ करना. क्या? ले lumière. अब ये नहीं कि पढ़ रहे हो तो लाइट ऑफ कर दो, मैम ने कहा है बिजली बचाओ, बिजली बचाओ, तो éteindre la lumière. éteindre means to turn off. Les lumières means lights. But I have written quand nous quittons une pièce. When we are leaving. pièce means a room. For example, if I'm sitting here in this room, when I'll go, of course, I'll turn this light, room light off. That is quand nous quittons une pièce. When we are leaving any or a pièce, that is room. Chambre, pièce is a general I have written. It's not only chambre. Chambre is bedroom. So I have written pièce, right? So this is the first point you can remember, that is économiser l'eau et l'électricité. I have given example also to emphasize it. Right? It's your wish if you can retain this much. अगर इतना याद कर सकते हो तो ये सारी चीजें भी याद कर लो और फिर लिख देना, and definitely you will get good marks in the letter. Then we have, see, I started d'abord, first of all, so I'm not breaking the chain. Now I'm saying ensuite. Ensuite means then. Next point क्या है? और क्या कर सकते हो? Ensuite, il faut. Il faut is again the same thing कि पहले क्या करना था? Il faut économiser l'eau et l'électricité. अब क्या करना है? Il faut. We must. क्या करना है अभी? Second point क्या है? Il faut réduire l'utilisation du plastique. सो प्लैनेट बचाना है तो प्लास्टिक खत्म करो ना, बिकॉज प्लास्टिक तो वी नो वेरी वेल. नाउ आई विल नॉट स्टार्ट दैट टॉपिक, बट प्लास्टिक इज too much plastic is there now in our planet, and of course it's creating problem. So il faut réduire means reduce l'utilisation du plastique, that is the utilization of plastic. Of course we must reduce the usage of plastic. Nous pouvons, we can, this is a pouvoir verb, okay? Nous pouvons utiliser, we can use. You see the formation, how I made this sentence? Too easy, huh? Nous pouvons, because pouvoir verb I've already conjugated, right, in present tense. So utiliser verb I will not conjugate. I will write the full verb only. Nous pouvons utiliser means we can use. अब क्या use कर सकते हो? Des sacs en tissu. sac क्या है? Des sacs, that is bags, थैला कोई भी. अब tissue क्या है? That is fabric. on टिश्यू क्या है? मीन्स मेड ऑफ फैब्रिक, कि कोई फैब्रिक कपड़े वाला कोई थैला यूज कर लो, राइट. और दे बुतेई क्या है? बॉटल्स. दे बुतेई रीयूटिलिजाबल. रीयूटिलिजाबल मतलब, यूटिलिजाबल मतलब यूजेबल, रीयूटिलिजाबल मतलब रीयूजेबल. वो वाली बॉटल्स जिसको हम दोबारा यूज कर सकते, ये नहीं कि प्लास्टिक की बोतल खरीदी, पानी पिया और फेंक दो. सो दैट इज ऑफ कोर्स, प्लास्टिक इकट्ठा होएगा ना फिर प्लैनेट में, तो ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम. So you can say that is des bouteilles réutilisables, reusable bottles we can use. Okay. Il est aussi important, it is aussi means also. मैं बोल रही हूँ il est aussi, मैं इसको connect कर दिया मैंने. Il est aussi important, it is also important, the recycler, recycle. अब क्या recycle? Les déchets. Déchets is what? The garbage. comme le papier, like paper, le verre, that is glass, et le plastique, and the plastic. So we must recycle the garbage, like these things are there. We must recycle these things and reutilize. Okay. So this is the second point, réduire l'utilisation de plastique or recycler les déchets. And then the third point, I have again used one more connector when I started another paragraph, that is the plus. Moreover, the plus means moreover. When we are adding more ideas, we can say the plus. Moreover, on top of it, और क्या कर सकते हो? The plus, moreover, nous devons, we must planter des arbres. ये तो बहुत जबरदस्त वाला, it's very important point which you must write down, that is planter des arbres, plant trees. Car. Now this is what is car. Car doesn't mean car. No, no, no. Car means because les arbres, that is the trees. And then I have written purify. Purify, that is purify. This is the word purifier. Purifier, that is to purify. And because I'm using because I'm using les arbres, that is I'm talking about something plural. Matlab les arbres is what exactly? It's kind of il, right? Plural. So verb also I have used kind of il plural, right? So I'm using, see, let me make it like this for you so that if you are using phone, it's easy for you. Car les arbres purifient, that is the trees purify l'air, that is air. Of course, trees purify air. That's why we must plant more trees. Because if the trees are there, then we'll get oxygen, right? And it purifies in that way our air. So rather than using air purifiers, you must use, plant trees, plants. So, car les arbres purifient l'air et protègent la nature. Protège is again, protéger is the verb, that is to protect. And I have used again with plural form. Protège la nature, that is nature. So, car les arbres purifient l'air, because the trees purify the air, et protège la nature, and protect the nature. So, you have given the idea that you do this, planter des arbres, के plants लगाओ, right? At the same time, you are given the reason as well कि क्यों लगाओ, why? That is, car les arbres purifient l'air et protègent la nature. Then we have given nous pouvons. Pouvons is what? Pouvoir verb. This one. ये देखो ये वाला. Pouvoir. Pouvoir means can. Nous pouvons, we can. I've used the present tense with the nous. Nous pouvons aussi utiliser. Now this is also a very important point. Nous pouvons aussi utiliser les transports publics. Right? So we can also utiliser means use les transports publics, that is the public transport. Of course, if somebody is going, for example, 4 people are going at school, right? And 4 people are using their cars. So of course, from 4 cars, so much pollution will be there. But if you are going carpooling or chalo, anyhow, if you are going by public transport, like by going bus, then in bus, many passengers are there. And of course, only one bus is there. So only that much pollution will be there, right? So of course, il faut utiliser or nous pouvons aussi utiliser les transports publics. We can use the public transport. And yes, le vélo is bicycle. When we were kids, of course, we used to go by vélo, that is bicycle. It's really, with that, you can be healthy as well. Okay. You can be fit as well as it is gonna save our planet, our environment also, because there will be no pollution because of this vélo, right? So we can protect our environment by using the public transport because there will be less pollution. And vélo, if you use vélo, फिर तो zero pollution. So le transport public, le vélo ou marcher. चल चल के जाओ, marcher. Yes, but I know it's not practical if something is so far. Then yes, we have to take any transportation, we have to use. So ou marcher. Marcher means walk. या तो walk करो, ठीक है? तो pour réduire, to reduce la pollution de l'air. Pour réduire means to reduce la pollution, that is the pollution, de l'air, of air. So if we want to reduce the air pollution, then of course, il faut utiliser les transports publics, or we can say, nous pouvons utiliser les transports publics, le vélo ou marcher pour réduire la pollution de l'air, to reduce the air pollution. Okay, and now let's see the next paragraph. It's up to you how much you want to write. See, I'm giving my best that these points you can add. All right. So next is enfin, because I'm going to also end this right letter. So I'm written here enfin, at last, because I started with d'abord, first of all, then I said ensuite, then I added one more point. I said de plus, moreover, and then I said enfin at the end. And now at the end I'm saying chacun doit comprendre. Chacun means each, everyone. Doit comprendre means must understand que that la protection, la protection de la planète, that is the protection of the planet, est la responsabilité de tout. ठीक है? La protection de la planète, that is the protection of the planet, est la responsabilité de tout. That's the responsibility of all. Right? ये नहीं कि you only are using bicycle and others are just going by car, or they are not doing anything. So we all have to do something. We all have to take a step, and we must protect our environment, our planets. Of course, c'est la responsabilité de tout. This is our everybody's responsibility. D'accord? La protection de la planète est la responsabilité de tout. So then let me erase it. And then we have given si nous, if we, si means if, nous, we, si nous faisons de petits efforts, si nous faisons, if we do, or if we make the petits, small efforts, petits efforts, that is little efforts, chaque jour, every day, each day. Chaque means each, every jour, each day. If we'll make a little effort, nous pouvons, we can protéger, save, protect notre, our belle planète. Belle planète, that is beautiful planet. Right? So I know the way I said, it is everybody's responsibility, but I think everybody must do their little efforts. So when others see, first of all, everybody will say, isse kya ho jayega, isse kya ho jayega, right? But yes, if everybody start doing that much, putting that much effort, okay, let's, aaj hum ye nahi karte, aaj hum wo nahi karte, chalo, then we can reduce, this pollution, and we can save our belle planet, that is beautiful planet. Why have we used belle here? Yes, because planet is ending with letter A, and it's a feminine word, planet. So we'll use the feminine adjective only, that is belle. Do not write down bow, फिर वो नंबर कट जाएंगे. ठीक है? Matching गलत हो जाएगा तो mismatch. Alright, so now this is the ending line. Okay, concluding line. These things are very important to write. This is a part of your format. You will get 4 points for that. J'espère que, I hope that. J'espère means I hope. And please do not write like this. Okay? Espère means these two things, actually two vowels cannot exist together. So this we have to drop. And then only we'll put it like this. See the way I have written here, j'espère. And yes, most of the times I've seen, I don't know why you make this mistake. Wherever your accent should go forward direction, like this way, you write backward direction. Wherever you have to put backward direction, it goes forward direction. Wherever means it is accent aigu, you write accent grave. Wherever it is accent grave, you write accent aigu. See, please understand, ये कोई डेकोरेशन के लिए नहीं लगा रखी कि चल कहीं भी लगा दो, कैसे भी डायरेक्शन में लगा दो. It's not a decoration purpose, darling. This is what? This is accent. It gives a proper sound to that word, right? So this accent which is going forward direction, that is called accent aigu, means this gives a sound. For example, here, déchet. They, it's going forward direction like this. Here if you see, it is deshe. And here if I say here, it is going backward direction, right? That is called accent grave. It means espère, a sound, espère. Okay, please do not put wrong accents, huh? So that's not good. Okay, j'espère que ces idées t'aideront. I hope that these ideas will help you. Here if you see, I've used the future tense of aider. Do you remember how to make future? Don't worry, I've made already videos on each and every grammatical topic. So you go for that and watch those videos and understand each and every topic, right? So this is aideront. This is the future tense, okay, of aider verb. So the way I've written, j'espère que ces idées, I hope that these ideas t'aideront, will help you. Écris-moi bientôt. This is again imperative. I have used imperative video also. You can check. Écris-moi, write me, bientôt, soon. Affectueusement, that is affectionately. Then I have written my name, but please, you do not write your name. Okay, you write anything XYZ or any fake name, because during board exams or any kind of exams, of course, we do not write our name and the letters, right? So it was all about that. I can read it super quick again, like Delhi, le 10 mars 2026. This side, your city and date will be there. Then this side, Sheikh Cousine, Salut, Salut, and then any name, or Cuckoo, and then any name. Anything you can write on Bonjour, and then any name. Then comment vas-tu? How are you? I told you do not mix tu and vous. No, 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 no. Comment vas-tu? J'espère que tu vas bien. I hope that you are fine. J'ai reçu ta lettre dans laquelle tu m'as demandé des idées pour sauver notre planète. I received your letter in which you asked me ideas to save our planet. Je suis très heureuse, I'm very happy, or je suis très heureux, I'm very happy for boys. De te répondre, to reply you, pour sauver l'environnement, to save the environment. Nous devons changer quelques habitudes dans notre vie quotidienne. We must change some habits in our daily routine. D'abord, first of all, il faut économiser l'eau et l'électricité. We must save water and electricity. Par exemple, nous devons fermer le robinet après usage. We must turn off the tap after usage et éteindre les lumières and turn off the lights quand nous quittons une pièce. When we are quitting, matlab leaving any room. Ensuite, then or later, after that, whatever. Il faut réduire l'utilisation de plastique. We must reduce the utilization of plastic. Nous pouvons utiliser des sacs en tissu. We can use the fabric bags et des bouteilles réutilisables and the reusable bottles. Il est aussi important de recycler les déchets. It is also important to recycle the garbage, comme le papier, like the paper, le verre, glass, et le plastique and plastic. De plus, here I'm reading, de plus, let me zoom for you so that you can check carefully. See, now, from here I'm reading, okay? Here. De plus, moreover, nous devons planter des arbres. We must plant trees car les arbres purifient l'air, because the trees purify air et protègent la nature and protect the nature. Nous pouvons aussi utiliser les transports publics. We can also use the public transport, le vélo ou marcher. Bicycle or we can walk also. Pour réduire la pollution de l'eau, to reduce the air pollution. Enfin, at last, chacun doit comprendre, everybody or each should understand que la protection de la planète est la responsabilité de tous. That is, the protection of the planet is our everybody's responsibility. Si nous faisons de petits efforts, if we make little efforts chaque jour, every day, nous pouvons protéger notre belle planète. We can protect our beautiful planet. J'espère que ces idées t'aideront I hope that these ideas will help you. Écris-moi bientôt. Write me soon. Affectueusement. Affectionately, Loveline Kaur, but you write your name. Okay. And yes, I have something more for you. Interesting one. Ta-da-da. See, you can remember this way. Okay. See, all points I have mentioned this way. You see, you can remember like comment protéger notre planète, how we can protect our planet. Right here, this point I have given. If you see, let me zoom this image for you. See, the first point, économiser l'eau et l'électricité. Save water and electricity. Fermer le robinet. Robinet बंद कर दो. Tap बंद करो. Éteindre la lumière. लाइटें भी बंद कर दो. Then recycler les déchets. Déchets is garbage. उसको recycle करो. Right? 3A मतलब segregate करके papier, verre, plastique. ठीक है. These are some keywords, you can remember in your exam कि अच्छा मैं ये लिख सकती हूँ या लिख सकता हूँ. I can write this much, or these points I can include in my writing. Planter des arbres, plant karo trees, planter plus d'arbres, plant more trees, जैसे ये बच्चा कर रहा है. Then we have, yes, this, that is utiliser les transports, use public transport, utiliser les transports publics, use public transport ou le vélo or bicycle, prendre le bus, take bus, that is a public transport only, marcher ou faire du vélo, चाहे चलो, चक टक टक तुर के जाओ, ou faire du vélo or do cycling. So this is also gonna reduce the pollution and going to save ultimately our planet. Réduire le plastique. Plastic कम करो थोड़ा सा. Just to reduce the usage of plastic. Utiliser des sacs en tissu. Or papier also you can write down. Okay. If you want, tissue is your fabric. कपड़े के. Or if you want, you can write down sac en papier also. That is paper के बने हुए bags, paper bags. Bouteille réutilisable, reusable वाली bottles use करो, right? So these are the points, key points you can remember. And agissons ensemble pour protéger la planète. That is work together. Agissons मतलब act together, कोई ना कोई step लें together. Ensemble together pour protéger la planète. To save planet. Okay, so this was all about this video, this letter. I hope you understood, and now you will get 10 out of 10 in the letter. Okay, and now I'm making more videos on each and every letter. Okay, whatever is in your syllabus, and even the grammar is also there. I'm solving a full-fledged your paper. I'll explain each and everything so that it will be a full revision if you'll watch my full video on grammar, on culture, on letters, on the other, what we say, B section. In section B, there are other questions also. All right. And comprehension, I've already made one video. You can check that as well. And it will be a full-fledged revision. All right. And I hope and I wish that you all score full marks, 100 out of 100. Okay. All the best. Bon courage. Allez, allez, allez. Merci. Au revoir. Bye bye. Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne French with Loveline. And yes, if you're preparing for the CBSE Class 10 French board exam, then this video is going to be very helpful for you. Because in this video, I'm going to discuss a very important letter topic that often appears in exam, that is loisirs préférés. Yes, loisirs préférés, that is favorite hobbies. We consider this topic sometimes quite light and we don't prepare, but yes, it appears in exam. So I'll explain how to structure the letter, what points you should include, and how you can attempt it easily in the exam to score good marks. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Let's start. So to make it easy for you, I have made it like this. See, it's interesting, colorful, but yes, you didn't need not to make these kind of, diagrams or games or decoration over there. No, you write in a very simple way. So let me tell you how to write this kind of letter. First of all, your city name and date, right? So you have to write your city name, that is, for example, here I have written Ludhiana, that's in Punjab. So this is the city name I have written, and then I have put comma, right? And then le, these marks the Milwasis, that is 10 March 2000, 10th March 2026, right? Because your exam is on 10th March, so I have already marked the date here. And yes, please do not do like this 10th. Okay, so you lose marks and you'll put a bad impression that you don't know in French how to write this kind of numbers, because we in French we never write this kind of, that is in English language only. Okay, so you simply write le, these marks the Milwasi. Sometimes what happen, children write le here. That's wrong, because in front of city name we need not to mention any kind of article. We put article here only, because the way, in English language we say on 10th March, something like that. In French we use le in front of the dates. So that's why I have put le here. Le, these marks the Milwasis. Dekho? So this way, when you'll write a letter, this side, that is your this side, right side, uppermost right side, you will mention city name. Okay, here you will mention the city name, then comma, and then your date. Okay, so this side is done. Yes, let me tell you, for format you will get 4 marks, and this is also a part of the format, right? And then whomsoever you're writing, because I am writing this letter because it's in your 2025-26 board exam sample paper, right? Sample board exam paper, which is there in the CBSE website. So there were 3 letters. I have produced videos on other 2 letters as well. There's a political system of France, and one more was there, that is protéger notre environnement, protéger notre planète, that is how to protect our planet. So 2 videos on these kind of letters I have already produced. You can check those videos. And here, this is the 3rd letter which was there in the sample paper, that is loisir préféré. So you have to write a letter to your sœur, that is sister, that your loisir préféré, your favorite hobbies, right? So that's why I tried to write it here. For example, the way I'm mentioning, that I mentioned already, that format is really important. For format, you will get 4 marks. So format should be correct and impressive. So don't make any mistake in the format, right? So first of all, here the way I just said, here this side you will mention name of the city, and then comma, and then date. Okay, then whomsoever you are writing, because in the letter it's written, write a letter to your sister, that is sœur. So I have written here chère sœur, right? You have to write any female only. Chère sœur, I have written dear sister. Chère is dear, sœur is sister. But it's your wish. If you don't want to write down sœur, you can mention the name of that person as well. For example, chère anything, chère Herman. Right, my sister's name is Herman, so I'll write down Cher Herman and then comma. All right. So whatever you feel like, you can write your own sister name, whatever. Right. And then go ahead with the introductory lines, where you will ask, how are you, blah, 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 such things, right? So that gives you a platform, starting point. That is, comment vas-tu? How are you? J'espère means I hope. Que, that, tu vas bien, you are fine. And yes, let me tell you one thing. Because when I check papers, this is a quite common mistake. Everybody, I don't know why you people make this mistake. I know maybe you translate it into English. You people write down tu es bien. Or sometimes you write down je suis bien. This is very you write like this, je suis bien. Maybe you feel that this is a literal translation. Je suis means I am, bien means well or good, I'm fine. You say je suis bien et tu es bien, like this. But this is wrong. Okay, you must write down je vais bien. This is wrong. Je vais bien, because always for this, when you're asking how are you, blah blah blah, such things, we always use aller verb, right? Je vais bien, tu vas bien, il va bien, elle va bien. So that way. But here you do not make this mistake, please. Otherwise, your impression. Okay, so comment vas-tu? How are you? J'espère means I hope que tu vas bien, that you are fine. Okay, this first line, please write correct. Aujourd'hui, today, je t'écris here because it's created here. It should be écrit. This accent is going forward direction, okay? Two accents they have written. That's wrong. It should be like this. Je t'écris means I'm writing to you. Je t'écris pour te parler, to speak to you, de mes loisirs. De mes loisirs, that is about my hobbies. And what hobbies? Préféré. Loisir préféré, that is your favorite hobby. So, comment vas-tu? J'espère que tu vas bien. Aujourd'hui, je t'écris pour te parler de mes loisirs préférés. Alright, today I'm writing to talk to you or speak to you about my favorite hobbies. So, this is a kind of introductory line that what you're going to talk about, what you're going to write in this letter. And rest of the things are super easy, believe me. See, pendant mon temps libre, during my free time, pendant means during, mon temps libre, libre means free. One more thing, let me write down. Sometimes when you just, frame your letter or frame sentences, you copy paste sentences or some words, look up those words from Google Translate or somewhere. And when you write there free, sometimes it comes gratuit. Gratuit. Okay, but gratuit means free of cost. When it's free means something you need not to pay. So sometimes you write here gratuit. That's completely wrong. You are not free of cost. You are free means time, right? It's regarding time, that you have leisure time, you have free time, that you are not occupied, you are not busy. So that free you have to write, and that free is libre, free. Okay, not gratuit, not free of cost. So, pendant mon temps libre, during my free time, j'aime means I like, faire, to do, beaucoup d'activités, lot of activities. Now, yes, one more mistake, common mistake which students make here. They say, because they think that here it's written beaucoup and they are talking about plural, so they write usually this thing, des activités. This activity, okay? They write des activités, which is wrong, because beaucoup de is a kind of expression, beaucoup de, right? Lot of, many, and definitely after beaucoup de, something plural comes, right? So there is no need to make des kind of, no. So it is a beaucoup de, so the will remain the only. Yes, the way here it is, the next word is starting with vowel. So that's why, though it is plural, doesn't matter. So because it's starting with vowel, so it was like this. So we'll drop this letter a and we'll make it, put apostrophe here. That's it. So it is like beaucoup d'activité, lot of activities. Okay. So pendant mon temps libre, during my free time, j'aime faire beaucoup d'activités. I like to do a lot of activities. D'abord, first of all, j'aime écouter de la musique. I like to listen to the music. And why you like to listen to the music? That thing also, it's written here. Parce que, because. Cela means that. Me détend. Me détend means makes me relax. Cela me détend means it makes me relax. Beaucoup. It makes me relax a lot. मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा मैंने relax करवांदा है. बहुत ज़्यादा मैं relax हो जाती हूँ या हो जाता हूँ. J'aime aussi lire des livres. Now, second thing is one more thing which that person like. J'aime aussi. I also like. See, sometimes this aussi, I don't know why, sometimes you aussi write here. Je aussi aime. That's wrong. Okay. It's j'aime aussi, not je aussi aime. No. So we say, j'aime aussi lire. I also like to read des livres, books, et. And please pronounce it a. Okay. Do not pronounce it et. That's wrong pronunciation. et des magazines and magazines. Okay. Here, if you see, we have used they, not lay. Why? Because this is indefinite article. We are not talking about specific magazine or specific books. Those are non-specific, random, any books or any magazines we have written here. When we are talking about something special, something specific, that time we use definite articles, that is le, la, le. Okay. So here it is, j'aime aussi lire des livres et des magazines. I also like to read books and magazines. La lecture means, so la lecture doesn't mean the lecture. No. La lecture means reading. It's a noun. Okay. La lecture, that is reading, est très intéressante, is very interesting. Et elle augmente mes connaissances. Elle, now who is elle? It's not any person, that she. No, no, no. We are replacing la lecture. That is the reading. So rather than saying la lecture again here, rather than putting la lecture, this word again here, we have used the pronoun, right? So that's why elle augmente means la lecture augmente. So elle augmente, it increases mes connaissances, my knowledge. Connaissance means knowledge. Okay. So it increases my knowledge. If you remember connaissance, this word is noun, and the if you remember, connaître is the verb, right? Connaître is the verb and connaissance is knowledge, that's the noun. So see the way we did. Pendant mon temps libre, j'aime faire beaucoup d'activités. D'abord, j'aime écouter de la musique parce que cela me détend beaucoup. J'aime aussi lire des livres et des magazines. La lecture est très intéressante et elle augmente mes connaissances, and it increases my knowledge. Then next paragraph, but you can write in continuation like that only. So the next is ensuite, then, because when you start something with d'abord, first of all, you can write the next word, that is ensuite, then, means when you're adding some more things. J'aime regarder des films. I like to watch. See, j'aime is one verb, means aimer. So this verb, when you have already conjugated with je, then need not to conjugate the another verb, that is regarder verb. Regarder means to watch, to look. So need not to conjugate this verb. It will remain the full verb like that only. Okay. So j'aime regarder the film. I like to watch movies. Right. These are again some random movies. There is not specific. These are not specific movies. That's why we have used they here. Okay. Ensuite, j'aime regarder des films. Then I also like to watch movies. Et des séries. These days, of course, we people watch movies and series, many things, sur Netflix, right? Yes, I know. Huh? So, et des séries and series. Série is those Netflix series or Prime Video series or whatever. Et des séries avec ma famille le weekend. So, on weekends with my family, right? Avec ma famille. If you wish, you can write here avec mes amis. Avec mes amis, with my friends, right? If you want to write down ami, friends, it's your wish. Parfois means sometimes. Sometimes, je fais aussi du sport. I also do sports. Okay. Faire du sport, because we always use the word faire with sport. So, faire du sport, do sports. And here I have conjugated faire verb with je. Je fais. Right? Je fais aussi du sport. Aussi means also. I also do sports. Surtout, especially. When you want to give emphasis on something, we write surtout. That's especially. Le badminton. That is badminton. Et le vélo. Vélo, see, this accent should be forward direction. That is accent aigu. Et le vélo and bicycle. Le sport est bon pour la santé. Right? Definitely this is true. Huh? It's the truth. Le sport, that is sport. Et is bon, good. Pour la santé, for the health. Santé, accent should be here, this way. So sports is good for the health. And then I have written the plus. That is when you are adding something more, we write down the plus, that more. Moreover, j'aime passer du temps means I like to spend time. Passer du temps means spend time. Okay, time bitana. Passer du temps. Sometimes children write very funny things, that is dépenser. Dépenser. Dépenser means to spend also, but dépenser means when you spend money, money. That is dépenser. So we say dépenser d'argent, spend money. But here when you spend time, passer du temps, that is spend time. J'aime passer du temps avec mes amis. I like to spend time with my friends. And here, yes, if you want to write down avec ma famille, you can write that also. I like to spend time with my family, right? But if you like to spend time with your friends, I know at this age you people like to spend time with your friends. It's fine. You can write down mes amis. De plus, j'aime passer du temps avec mes amis. I like to spend time with my friends. Nous parlons. We speak or we talk. Nous rions. This parlons is which word? Parler. It's normal ER verb. We have conjugated it with nu, that's why we have put ons, because in er verbs, if you remember, after removing er we put ons, right, ending with nu. In the present tense I'm talking about. So nous parlons, we talk, we speak. Nous rions. Rions is what? It's a rire verb. A rire means to laugh. So we have conjugated rire verb with nous. Nous rions, we laugh. Et nous jouons ensemble. Jouons is jouer verb, that is to play. Okay, that's to play. So nous jouons, we play ensemble together. Right? So nous parlons, nous rions et nous jouons ensemble. We talk or speak, we laugh and we play together. Ces moments sont très agréables. Agréable, S connected with A in spoken language. Ces moments, that is these moments, are, sont is are, it's adverb. Très agréable are very pleasant. Unforgettable, inoubliable, you can write inoubliable also. That is unforgettable. Voilà mes loisirs préférés. Here are my favorite hobbies. Et toi, and you, when you are asking to another person, et toi and you, quels sont tes loisirs? What are your leisure? I mean, what are your hobbies? Écris-moi, this is your imperative tense. Okay, see, there is no subject but noun. So this is imperative, means write me. मेरे को भी लिखो अब. Écris-moi bientôt. Bientôt means soon. Write me soon. Pour me parler, to speak to me, de tes activités préférées, about your favorite activities. Okay, so signing, then next is your last, this affectueusement, that is affectionately, and then whomsoever is writing. I have written here name Aman. All right, so if Aman is writing, then of course Aman's name should be here. All right, but in board exams you write whatever name you like, or even XYZ or something. And yes, this can be here also, or it can come here also, this affectueusement Aman. Here in this letter, of course, it is this side, but you preferably write this side. Okay. So this was about this letter. I can explain again. Let's revise. So it's about which letter? That is this. Let me show you. This is rédiger une lettre à votre sœur. Write a letter to your sister. En lui parlant while talking about vos loisirs préférés, your favorite hobbies. So here we try to write. The structure is that this side, rightmost, uppermost side, you write the city name and then date. Okay. Ludhiana, these marks, the mills. Once is and this side, right, left side, you write down whomsoever you are writing. Okay, Sheikh, sir, dear sister, the way I said, you can change, you can write any name also of your sister or dear sister, the way it's written. Comment vas-tu? How are you? J'espère que tu vas bien. I hope that you are fine. Aujourd'hui, je t'écris pour te parler de mes loisirs préférés. I'm writing to you to talk to you about my favorite hobbies. Pendant mon temps libre, during my free time, j'aime faire beaucoup d'activités. I like to do many activities. D'abord, j'aime écouter de la musique. First of all, I like to listen to the music parce que cela me détend beaucoup because it relax me a lot. J'aime aussi lire des livres et des magazines. I also like to read books and magazines. La lecture est très intéressante. The reading is very interesting. Et, and elle augmente mes connaissances. It increases my knowledge. Definitely, when we read books, then we get a lot of knowledge. Ensuite, then, j'aime regarder des films et des séries avec ma famille le week-end. Then, during on weekends, I like to watch films and series with my family. Parfois, sometimes, je fais aussi du sport. I also do sports, surtout le badminton, especially the badminton et le vélo and cycling or cycle. Le sport est bon pour la santé. The sport is good for health. De plus, moreover, j'aime passer du temps avec mes amis. I like to spend time with my friends. Nous parlons, we speak, nous rions, we laugh, et nous jouons ensemble and we play together. Ces moments sont très agréables. These moments are very pleasant. Voilà mes loisirs préférés. Here are my loisirs préférés, that is my favorite hobbies. Et toi, and you, quels sont tes loisirs? What are your hobbies? Écris-moi bientôt, write me soon, pour me parler de tes activités préférées, to talk about your favorite activities. Affectueusement, Aman. Affectionately, Aman. D'accord? Okay, that's all. And now I'm making one video. It's a full-fledged YouTube video where I have sold, full paper, sample paper of 10th standard board exam, sample paper of 2025-26. So please practice from there. You can watch full video. There I have mentioned, I have explained your comprehension, then all letters, then even your section B, message writing and vocabulary activity, then even very important, your section C, that is your grammar part. Each and every topic I've explained, and then your culture and civilization, 20 marks, of course, for that. So those questions, everything I've explained in that video. Please go and check that video. It's gonna help you a lot for your full revision. Okay. All right. Now do well. Bon courage and get full 100 marks in your board exam. All the best. Okay. Bonne chance et bon courage. Allez, au revoir. Merci. Bye bye. Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne French with Loveline. And yes, if you're preparing for CBSE 10th standard French board exam, then this video is going to help you a lot. How? Because in this video, I'm going to mention how to write a message. What is that message? If you see in expression écrite, that is section B, that is of 20 marks. 10 marks letter is there, which I've already explained in my previous video. And in this video, I'll specifically focus on this part. That is question number 3. All right, here we have part A, B, C. And part A, specifically part A, we are going to discuss today. That is the message writing. So in board exam, message writing will be there. It can be invitation letter, right? You have to invite somebody anywhere. You have to invite somebody. For example, in this message, you have to invite somebody for marriage anniversary of your parents. So it can be any invitation letter, not letter, sorry, invitation message, or it can be acceptance or refusal, means the response, of a message. It can be acceptance, that you accept that message, or it can be refusal, that you are not able to go there, so you just write excuse sort of. So here in this video, I will discuss how to write a message and how message writing is different from letter writing, because sometimes students, they don't bother that this is a message writing. They write, the same initial lines. Bonjour, je vais bien, j'espère que tu vas bien, ça fait longtemps que je ne t'ai pas écrit, blah, 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 aujourd'hui je suis libre. They don't bother about the word limit, which is really important. And in message writing, one more thing is there, that is the box. You have to make a box. You have to be very careful that what exactly is required. All right. So if I just mention here, I've already written a message here. See, this is the message topic. That is, c'est l'anniversaire de mariage de vos parents. This is the marriage anniversary of your parents. Et vous allez organiser une soirée. And you are going to organize a party. Party. Pour eux, for them. Rédiger une invitation. Draft an invitation, means write an invitation. À votre ami, to your friend, français, because that it's a French friend, okay? Your French friend, lui invitons, while inviting him or her, pour la soirée, for the party. So you have to invite, basically you have to invite, this is again invitation message. You have to write a message to your friend, French friend, that you want to invite him or her on this party, that is your parents' marriage anniversary party. So you have to invite. So now see, I have written this letter here, message, right? So see, everything has points, that is marks. Okay, so it is gonna be 5 marks. So let me tell you, this is a proper format, that 2 marks you will get for your format, right? In the format, you will get 2 marks. For example, whomsoever you are writing, your date, day, your city, those kind of things should be there, all right? And who is writing? Of course, in board exams, you need not to write your original name. You can write any, fake name, fictitious, your fictif en français on dit, so that name you can write, or simply XYZ. Means it should be the format proper, that your initial this thing, and then whomsoever you are writing, all right? And yes, who is writing? And yes, this box. It takes hardly, less than 1 minute to make a box, sort of. So put the invitation in the box. It looks nice. And it's in a glance only, you understand, okay, this is your message, right? So of course, you will get marks, 2 marks for the format. So don't forget to put all those things. And then 3 marks you will get for the content. And in the content, it's nothing like that you write useless lines. No, because there is a word limit. 35 to 40 words the people say. If you write even more than little, but little you can exceed, but don't exceed too much, that don't write too much. Okay. Unnecessarily do not write in the message writing. So here you have to write specific things which are required. For example, let me put this here, set this here so that you can read the message carefully. I want to put my photo. Okay, let me put it here. Yeah, c'est bon. Okay, so you write this way. 3 marks you will get. That one expression of invitation should be there. All right. That one line where you mention that yes, you are inviting somebody. So that line should be there. For example, here I have already highlighted this line, that this is my invitation line. Okay. And then what is the purpose of invitation? What exactly, why you are inviting that person? For example, c'est l'anniversaire de mariage de mes parents. All right. This is the anniversary, marriage anniversary of my parents. So this is the purpose of invitation, why you're inviting that person. And then where exactly you are inviting, that is à la maison. You are going to celebrate this, this special moment, special day at your place only. So that is à la maison. And then, of course, date, very important. If you don't know the date, of course, you don't know. If you don't know the date exactly when you have to go there, of course, then flop show, right? So you must know, you must mention the date, that which day you are organizing this party, and the timing. It doesn't mean that, otherwise it doesn't make any sense that if you are not mentioning the timing. So normal, it's quite normal when you are inviting somebody, though it is in French language, but it's a common sense that if you're inviting somebody, you must mention these things, that first of all, yes, that you are inviting, what is the purpose, that it's a marriage anniversary, where you are going to organize this party, that the name of that place, if you are organizing, if you are going to celebrate in a restaurant or party hall or anywhere, address also you can mention. Here I mentioned à la maison, because if that person is your friend, so if that person knows your place, right, where it is located, it's fine, you need not to mention the proper address. But yes, if you feel like, you can mention the proper address of your house as well, not your real, okay, just write anything. And then, of course, the timing, date, these things are necessary in any language. Of course, it's a common sense when you're inviting somebody, you must write all those things, right? So that's why 3 marks you will get for this. These things must be there. Rest, if you want to write anything, a little bit, that you can mention. So, message writing, what I was saying, that message writing is should be precise. Okay. So letter writing, of course, in the letter beginning lines, initial lines, you can write down bonjour, je vais bien, j'espère que tu vas bien aussi. Ça fait longtemps que je ne t'ai pas écrit. Aujourd'hui, je suis libre. Uh, Whatever, right? The initial lines you can write. Here, you can directly start to the point that I'm inviting you for this event. If you get if you like writing within the word limit, and if you have some words, you can write kamosawa and all, but not too much. Okay, don't write too much. Okay, so let's begin. I already mentioned many things. So here I have mentioned this box you can see, right? Box I have already made. So because format hai 2 marks ka, so I have already made. This is a box, and inside the box I have mentioned here my city name and date, right? If you wish, you can write here day as well, right? Or city name or date is okay. Then share, whomsoever you are writing, that person's name should be on the top left side. Share Nicola, for example, I'm writing to Nicola because the people said that's your French friend. Please keep it in mind. Do not write Sheikh Ram Sham, because of course, if you are writing to French friend, because they have already mentioned that is Ami Francais. Okay, so keep it in mind what is being asked in the question. So it is Cher Nicolas. I have given any French name, dear Nicolas. And in the first line only, I have mentioned my purpose of writing, that is, je t'invite à une soirée spéciale. I'm inviting you to a special party. And yes, let me tell you, some students, you people make this mistake, that you write this way. J'invite à toi. That's not okay. All right. Do not write j'invite à toi like this. À une soirée spéciale. No. You have already done grammatical topics, say o they, say o e. Why don't you implement these things? So you must grammar. That's why we learn grammar, so that when we are writing, we can implement that grammar in the, in the writing, the structure, the grammatical, the sentences should be correct grammatically. So you please implement all those things. But yeah, please, if you are not confident, then please do not write, because otherwise you'll lose marks. So let's see. Je t'invite, I invite you à une soirée spéciale, to a special party. And now, what is that special party and when is that special party? Le 15 Mars. 15 March. Yes, please just check dates. If you're inviting somebody, for example, it's a 10th March, because 10th March is your exam date. So I've written 10th March. If it is 10th March, then of course, few days, you'll give time of few days to that person, isn't it? So you will invite before only. So please correct, I mean, check the timings, date. Do not give any random date like that. Okay. Or for example, here it is, if it's a 10th March, then I've given 15th March is my party. Pardon. Le 15 mars, c'est l'anniversaire de mariage de mes parents. Same as this is l'anniversaire de mariage. This is already given in the title. If you don't know spellings, you can copy. So l'anniversaire de mariage, that is the marriage anniversary de mes parents, of my parents. So this is the purpose. Pour cette occasion, for this occasion, nous allons organiser. We are going to organize une petite fête, a small festival sort of party, à la maison, at place, that is at in the house only. Il y aura de la musique. There will be music, des jeux, games et un délicieux dîner and a delicious dinner. La fête commencera à 19h. That is, the festival or the party will start at 19 o'clock. That is 7 o'clock. Chez moi, that is at my place. J'espère que tu viendras. I hope that you will come. This is the future tense I have used here. Okay, I hope that you will come. Ta présence nous fera très plaisir. Your presence will make us very happy. So this is a very polite line. If you want to write, it's fine. But if you feel that it's too much, or you are not able to write, I mean, the word limit you're exceeding, then do not write this line. It's fine without that also. Ta présence nous fera très plaisir. Your presence will make us very happy. À bientôt. See you soon. And then XYZ, that is XYZ, that is, you need not to write your real name in the board exams. That's not allowed, right? So you can write either any French name or any fake name, or simply XYZ is the safe side. Just go with this for the safe side only, write XYZ kind of. So this is your message writing. It's not very complicated. It's simply to the point things you have to write down. And format, please make sure the format you just write the content. Right content should be there, not unnecessarily write too much. No. And it should be precise to the point. This is something different from letter writing. Okay. In letter writing, you can write more, but in message writing, 5 marks message is there to be precise. Whatever is being asked, please write that only. Okay. So good luck, bonne chance, and I believe that you will get 100 out of 100 in your board exams. Okay. À très bientôt. Bye bye. Okay, so now this is question number 3. That is, this is section B. Question number 3, B part, and that is what? Dialogue arrangement. And this time, let me tell you, there is a little change in the dialogue arrangement. Otherwise, if you remember, it used to come like, all dialogues mélange, like all mixed dialogues of person 1 and person 2. But this time, what they have done, they have given this way. They have arranged little, this way, that athlete, right, and then coach. So they have given this way dialogues, but the second person dialogues this way, and one time even the coach dialogue and here. So those they have given separate here. Some people find it difficult, some people find it easy. I find it easy because you need not to find out the initial, first first line of the conversation, that what can be the first line, and then only you have to figure out that how the conversation will go. But here I believe this is easier version, that they have already given this initial part. Let me make it proper F11. Yes, now you can see the full version. See, they have already given right, some of the dialogues they have already arranged, and we have to put these dialogues in order. And what can be the strategy? Like, according to me, the strategy should be, first, of course, they have given, for example, one sentence they have already given. The second sentence, it's a kind of, question, answer sort of strategy. Whatever is being asked means you have to figure out the answer, means a related. There should be a link between the conversation. For example, the first, if you see, bonjour coach, Je voudrais parler avec vous pour savoir comment rester en pleine forme. Means, hello coach, I would like to talk to you avec pour vous, like I want to talk to you pour savoir to know comment rester en pleine forme, how to be in form. Right? Then, of course, coach replied, bonjour. So these two things they have already mentioned, right? Bonjour, bien sûr, sure. C'est essentiel. It is essential pour tes performances. It is essential for your performance. Dis-moi, tell me, comment est ton programme actuel? Tell me, how is your actual program, current program, right? Current program. So, of course, he asked a question. So, of course, you have to find out its answer from these lines, right? Because the person is asking, coach is asking, bonjour, bien sûr, c'est essentiel pour tes performances, for your performances. It is essential. Dis-moi, comment est ton programme actuel? Current program क्या है? So what is the current program? Let's see, they have given. Ça marche? No. Je m'entraîne 6 mois parfois. Wait, this can be. Because he's saying, je m'entraîne. I train myself. Means, right? Entraîner is a word that is to train. Je m'entraîne means I train myself. Means he actually get training. 6 jours, 6 days par semaine per week. Right? This is a kind of program, na? Because he asked that only what is your current program. So how you know, get training and all, what is your current program going on? So he said, je m'entraîne 6 jours par semaine, that I get training for 6 days per week. Mais parfois, but sometimes, je me sens fatigué. I feel tired. Est-ce normal? Is this normal? Now again he asked a question. Right? So this one is the first, this je m'entraîne, right? This line will come here. Okay. And then he's asking, oui, si ton corps ne récupère pas assez, means if you're, because he said no, that I get tired and all. So this thing he said, je me sens fatigué, et c'est normal. Is this normal? So of course this is a flow, you know, now there's a chain is going on. Yes, the person asked first. Here the person asked, what is your current program? Then he replied that I, you know, do training for 6 days per week. And then immediately he asked another question that I get tired. Is this normal? So of course the coach replied, oui, yes. Si ton corps ne récupère pas assez, if your corps, his body, ne récupère pas assez, that is if your body doesn't recover well, right? So of course that is normal that you get tired. Le repos, that is the rest, et le sommeil and sleep sont aussi importants, are also important que l'entraînement. Entraînement means training. Sont aussi importants que l'entraînement means here it's a comparison. They are saying is as important as training, means repos, rest and sleep is also as important as training. So of course, related to that only, we have to figure out something here. And you see, next, what is that? Privilégie les protéines, les glucides, complexes et les légumes. Means here, whatever that person, again, maybe that person asked or talked about food. Because the next line coach is saying privilégie par protein, means you get the benefit of protein, glucide, complex et les légumes. Food, they are talking about all food, vegetables, glucide, complex, right? And then he's saying évite les aliments transformés. Évite means avoid the transformed food, right? Et bois beaucoup d'eau, and drink a lot of water. So means here something related to food will come. So this line is already gone. This is the first line. Ça marche et je dois ajouter exercice. Ok, fixe-toi des objectifs réalisés, prends plaisir. D'accord, je vais essayer de mieux dormir. Ah, you see, because that coach said here that you must sleep well and all, important que l'entraînement. So he's saying here, you see, he's saying d'accord. okay, je vais essayer de mieux dormir. I'm going to try to better sleep. Because here he talked about sleep, that you must sleep as well. You must take rest. So, of course, here that person is saying, je vais essayer de mieux dormir. So, this is a link. So, of course, this line can come here. Et pour alimentation. You see, I told you, because here the coach is talking about food, right? So, of course, the next thing that athlete is asked about food only. He said, et pour alimentation, l'alimentation, and what about food, right? Que dois-je changer? What I must change, right? Then only that person said that you just privilege le protein, that you know, profit or add the protein, glucide complexe et les légumes, évite les aliments transformés. Sometimes we get packed food or something transformed, aliment that is food, something like that. Then the person is saying beaucoup d'eau, drink a lot of water as well, right? Of course, now he said he talked about food, and now let's see what else. These two lines are gone. Je m'entraîne. All right, this is the first dialogue is gone. D'accord, je vais essayer. This is second dialogue. It is gone. Now, what they must be talking. See, now this time they have given two dialogues blank. Coach dialogue also, we have to figure out what the people are talking about. But let's see here. And let's see here. The link we have to just figure out, okay? Here they are talking about that, okay, you avoid this food and all, you start eating this and all. And here that person is saying super idée. Means here he gave maybe any idea. That's why he said super idée. Okay, so, and yes, this also you can say et maintenant and now, sorry, mentalement, that is mentally, comment rester motivé tout le temps. Comment rester means how to stay motivated. Tout le temps means whole time. How to be motivated all the time. I don't want to remove that even. Wait. Comment rester motivé tout le temps. How to be motivated all the time. All right, I will erase rather this. So he must have given any idea to be motivated all the time. He said maybe this. Fixe-toi des objectifs réalistes et prends plaisir dans ce que tu fais. C'est la clé pour rester en forme sur le long terme. Oui, this can be the dialogue here. Here, last dialogue. Because he's saying, et mentalement and mentally, comment rester motivé tout le temps? How to be motivated all the time. So maybe he said this. This is the last dialogue, this one. Okay. He said, fixe-toi des objectifs that fix some objective realist, that is the realistic objectives, that is aim you please make. Et prends plaisir dans ce que tu fais. And just, get pleasure whatever you are doing. C'est la clé pour rester en forme sur le long terme. This is the clay. Clay is key. This is the key pour rester en forme, to stay in form, means to stay fit, sur le long terme, in the long term. So, of course, here, this is this dialogue here. Okay, fixed to this objective. Now we are left with, if we just erase this now, and now we are left with which dialogues? Let's see. This is also done now, right? This is also not. Now we have got two dialogues only. This one, patetre, and this samaksh. So see, if that person said this suggestion, he already gave suggestion. Privilege le protein, le glucide, complex, blah, 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 that ye khao, ye avoid karo, right? So of course that person must said this. Samaksh means it works. Okay. When we agree with somebody, when somebody gave us some suggestion or something, or sometimes somebody ask you, okay, this is fine, then we say, oui, samaksh, right? And here that person, coach gave some suggestions that, okay, you add these things in your diet and just avoid these things, right? So that person, athlete, said, samaksh, it works, okay, it's good. Est-ce que je dois ajouter des exercices? Do I have to add some exercises que je ne fais pas encore, which I'm not doing yet? So do I need to add some exercises? Right? Then of course this is the reply. It matches, it's a link because he said peut-être, maybe, right? And then he said peut-être des étirements. Étirements means stretching. So of course, peut-être des étirements, maybe stretching et du yoga. So there's a direct link, isn't it? You see, that person said, est-ce que je dois ajouter des exercices? Do I need to add exercises que je ne fais pas encore, which I'm not doing yet? So of course, the direct link, that person, that coach, this is a coach dialogue now, all right? Because coach said, peut-être des étirements, maybe the stretching et du yoga or yoga, cela améliore la souplesse. Améliore means improves. La souplesse, that is flexibility, et réduit les risques de, let me just put, réduit les risques de blessure, means reduce the risk of injuries and all. Right? So, of course, this is the direct answer of that question, what that person asked. So, let me just make it clear to you again. Wait. This is fine. Now you can see my full screen, right? So let's see again. Now it's quite clear. Now this is logical. You can see again before submitting your answers in exam. Yes, this is really important that you again match everything and you see whether it is okay. And please, when you attempt paper, do not write here 1, 2, 3 numbers sort of. Do not give your own numbering to these dialogues and write 1, 2, 3, something like that. Please do not give. Sometimes you say B, C, D, E, something like that. Numbering you write down, or you give number to this dialogue 4, 5, and you give A, B, C, D to this dialogue. Do not do this. It's really difficult otherwise to check papers, and then you lose marks also sometimes, because when teachers don't understand how you have written, then because you are not around to ask you, okay, how you performed this and all, how you attempted. No. So it's better that you be safe side, right? See the way they have already written in the instructions. Mettez le dialogue en ordre, that is put the dialogue in order, en remplissant les blancs, by replacing the, means sorry, remplissant, filling the blanks, par les phrases, by these sentences, whatever sentences they have given in the box, donné, that is given sentences, dans la boîte ci-dessous, in the boîte, that is box ci-dessous, below. So whatever they have given, we have to fill. And I believe you will get enough time. 3 hours are enough to perform French paper. So do this only, that whenever this kind of question is there, or even match it kind of question is there, do not write randomly any, do not give numbering to these dialogues or match it wala system. Do not give numbering or something. It's better idea that you rewrite those things in a arranged order. All right. So here also, whenever they are asking for the dialogues, and yes, I believe you can use a different color pen, different pen, right? For example, you're performing this with blue, you're writing these dialogues with blue, and this dialogue you can write with black, and here, so that differentiation is there. Or if you don't want to write these dialects, but otherwise I believe that is the right way. But if you don't want to write these dialects, then at least these dialects which they have given in the box, those dialects you arrange and rewrite. Okay. For example, now the way it is. Bonjour coach, je voulais parler. I wanted to talk to you avec vous pour savoir comment rester en pleine forme. How to be in form, how to be fit. Bonjour, bien sûr. Hello, sure. C'est essentiel pour tes performances. It is essential for your performances. Dis-moi comment est ton programme actuel. Tell me what is your current program. So here, the first sentence, first dialogue we figured out, that is je m'entraîne. So just write this dialogue here. Okay, rewrite the whole story. I mean, these all dialogues, write this dialogue there, or you can write this dialogue as a number 1 and start writing the dialogue here separate, like question number this 3, right? and B part, and then rewrite these dialogues only. That also you can do. That rewrite these dialogues means arrange these dialogues and rewrite. For example, this dialogue will come first. Je m'entraîne si jour. This dialogue you write number 1, then write this dialogue. Question number 3, B part, and then write this dialogue. Dialogue number 1 should be Je m'entraîne si jour, blah blah blah. Right? And then now dialogue number 2 is we did, hein? Oui, si ton corps ne récupère pas assez, if your body doesn't recover much, le repos et le sommeil sont aussi importants que l'entraînement. Rest and sleep is as important as training. So here that person said, okay, si, d'accord, je vais essayer de mieux dormir. This dialogue, then you rewrite. Number 1, you write this dialogue. Number 2, you write this dialogue. Right? This is also one of the ways, or you can put these dialogues in order like that. I'll prefer that rewrite the whole story, right? That's better idea rather. Okay, so next dialogue we already did. That is the third dialogue because the person asked. Let me change color, huh? It's better. Oui, this is the second dialogue is done here. Then we said, privilégie les protéines, les glucides complexes et les légumes, évite les aliments transformés et bois beaucoup d'eau. Then that person said, which dialogue we did? Est-ce que je dois ajouter des exercices physiques? Oui. Fixe peut-être les aliments. Oui, then we did this, samaksh. Okay, we did this, samaksh here. The third dialogue will come here. Samaksh. Then alimo, exercice. He said that is there any exercises I must add? Then this is the fourth dialogue. Right, will come here. And then he said super idée et mentalement comment rester motivé tout le temps and how to be motivated all the time. Then the fifth dialogue, fifth sentence you can write here. All right, that is fixe-toi des objectifs réalistes et prends plaisir dans ce que tu fais. Cela, c'est la clé pour rester en forme sur le long terme. D'accord, comme ça. So this was about dialogue arrangement whenever it comes in your board exam, because of course the same dialogue arrangement is not gonna come, any other will come. So whenever this kind of question is there, first read these all dialogues and then read all these dialogues and see the link between them, because this is even easier version that there must be any relation, between first whatever the person is asking and here you will get any hint, because there is always question answer system, link system, right? Whatever the person is asking, there is something related there only in the next from here in the box something is given, so that only you can place. But do it in your mind or rough work, and then you check whether it's a flow is going, whether it's a real fluidity is there, that's a real flow is there. Then you put all dialogues and write in your copy, that is in your Kamadisa, your answer sheet, right? Then you just add all those things. So this is this one, and now we are left with the section B, that is the C part, that is your what we say, vocabulary section, right? Vocabulary, you perform only, you choose vocabulary question only if you are so confident that yes, you know all those words, vocabulary, you know the meanings of all those words, then only you'll be able to fit all those words in the right order and you will get full marks. Otherwise, if one, I always suggest to my students, if you don't know even one or two words and you place those words wrongly, then what would happen? You will lose marks. Of course, if you place even one word wrong, it means two blanks will be wrong, isn't it? So you'll lose marks. So please be careful. If you are not confident, you don't have much confidence on that question, do not go right with that question only. Just go with any other, like dialogue arrangement is there, your message writing is there, just go with those kind of things rather than choosing the blank system. But yes, we are going to do that as well. Let's do that. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is French sample question paper, which is available at your website, CBSE website. And this is 2025-26 sample question paper, French question paper we are solving. And if you see, this is section B, question number 3, part C. All right. So this question we are going to solve. Here is what exactly, this is vocabulary based question, that is fill ups. Okay, fill in the blanks. So here, how to attempt it, that is a proper strategy you must follow. That first of all, because it will come in choice, right? You can either do message writing, you can do dialogue arrangement, which we just did, If you see, we did this, right? Dialogue arrangement, we have already done message writing. And this is the third thing. So you have to choose two, right? You have to attempt any two questions. This is third one. If you choose this one, then please be careful that first of all you see whether you know all these words or not. Because if any of the vocabulary, any of the word, you are not aware about it, you are not aware of, right, that what is the meaning, then of course you won't be able to perform. So first, let's see the word comment. Comment is what? Comment means how, right? And comment is a question word, right? Because why I'm saying question word and other things as well, because when you fit these words, you must know that what is the next word, whether it will fit here or not. All right. So if I just talk about the first word, that is comment, this is a question word. Comment means how. Second word, le deuxième mot, c'est quoi exactement? C'est importance, that is importance. So this is a noun. All right. Importance means importance, that's a noun. Then we have célèbre. Célèbre means famous, popular, and that is adjective. Then we have sur. Sur is a preposition, it means on. Then we have voyage. All right, now we don't know whether voyage here it's a noun or voyage here it's a conjugation of the verb. All right, when we'll read the text, then only we'll see that where it will fit and how it will work, right? So voyage means travel, and voyage, it can be a noun or it can be a conjugated verb as well. So we'll see. Then we have facile. Facile means easy, it's again uh, adjective. And then we have avant. Avant means before. This is again a kind of a preposition or adverb in terms of time when we are using. So these all words, if you know, then only you take this step, that you just do this, attempt this question. Otherwise, if wrong, word you will fill in the blank, then 1 mark you will lose. Although they have given 7 words, right? Otherwise, what used to be there, if 5 blanks are there, then 5 words, right? Usually it happens, in our normal books and all, that 5 blanks, 5 words. So 4, if you have filled, then automatically okay, this one will come here only. But yes, here we have 7 words and 5 blanks. So 2 words are, we are not going to use 2 words anywhere. So let's see, let's read this text first. What is that? That is Le Petit Prince. Le Petit Prince is a kind of novel, if you know. Le Petit Prince is a movie as well. Le Petit Prince, that is un roman. Roman means a novel, right? Of course, they are talking about novel only. Le Petit Prince, un roman, a novel. And then there is a blank. Écrit par Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. That is, this is the name of the person who wrote this. Écrit par, written by, right? So here we must know what to do. Okay, anyhow, first let's read the whole story. Raconte l'histoire. Raconte means narrate or tell. L'histoire, story. The petit garçon of a little boy qui vient d'une autre planète, who comes from another planet, means who belongs to, who is from another planet. Il dash, now this blank we don't know, but I believe here any verb should come because it's written il. All right, we'll see that. Il dash a rencontre, because here also they have used any verb. Rencontre means meet. Il blah 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 et rencontre, he meets des personnages intéressants. Personnage means characters, intéressant means interesting. He meets interesting people, interesting characters. Here we have to see what to come. Comme un roi, comme means like un roi, that is a king. And vauntier is what? A kind of person always, praise himself only. That is a kind of gamandi person. Vauntier et un renard. Now, ce livre parle de l'amitié. This book talks about the l'amitié. Means in this book, you will see, you will read everything. They are talking about l'amitié, that is friendship, de l'amour, of love, et de. L apostrophe is given means there also must be any noun because it is all de l'amitié, de l'amour, de blah blah blah. And yes, very nice hint that must be anything which is starting with the vowel. All right. So if you see in the blanks, sorry, in the words, here two words are starting with vowel only, that is importance and avo. Now, when you attempt this kind of question, you must understand the context, what the text says exactly, all right, what they want to convey, what is the meaning of whole text. You must understand the text. Accordingly, you automatically get these words, that what will come where. But even then, sometimes if you don't understand the text fully, you can go with this strategy also that, for example, L apostrophe is there means anything with a vowel will start here, right? And moreover, should be any noun, right? And if you see this is a preposition and this is adverb, so it cannot come. So this will come. The l'importance, that is the importance. Anyhow, let's do first. This l'amour est de, maybe l'importance de voir avec le cœur, that is to see with heart. Les dessins simples, that is the simple drawings, right? A dessin is otherwise design, drawings, sample means simple, and you see this is adjective, it will come after the noun. The same strategy we have to follow here. If they have given aroma and they here any adjective will come. All right. Les dessins simples et les phrases pleines de sagesse. Right. Phrase, that is a sentences pleine de sagesse. Sagesse is wisdom. And if it is sage means wise. So pleine means full of. Plein de, that is full of sagesse, full of wisdom. Rond ce livre, rond, that is a rendre verb, means to make. Rond ce livre, make this book, blah blah blah. Now we have to see this, what will come. Make this book dash à lire, to read, right? Make this book blah 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 à lire, to read. So what can be there that we have? We can also comment à lire. No. So anyhow, we'll first read. Pour tous, that is for all. C'est une belle leçon. C'est une, this is a belle leçon, good lesson, beautiful lesson. Blah blah blah. This dash we have to fill. La vie, that is the life. So here, what will come? Let's see. So first of all, when you read the paragraph, you automatically, some of the easy words and some of the things automatically comes in your mind that, okay, this will come here. Because of course, if you have learned French till 10th standard, this much idea you can easily have. But let's see. Le Petit Prince est un roman, that is a novel. Here, of course, the way I said, any adjective will come. And here, this is not adjective. This is not adjective. This is preposition, not adjective. Facile is adjective. This is not adjective. So, célèbre and facile. Facile écrit par an easy novel written by this, or a famous novel written by. Of course, a famous novel, isn't it? So, Petit Prince, un roman célèbre écrit par Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. That is the name of the writer. So, célèbre, right? Un roman célèbre, that is a famous novel. So, of course, this will come in the first blank, and this is your first. Now, let me change color. Okay, color of the pen. Un roman célèbre écrit par blah 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 raconte l'histoire d'un petit garçon, tells the story of a little boy qui vient d'une autre planète, he's from another planet, Il dash. Now, after this, any verb will come. Here, can you see any verb? This is not verb. This is not verb. Not verb. Not verb and not verb. Only this is. We were thinking that it can be a noun or a verb, but now it suits here as a verb. Like il voyage et rencontre. He travels and meet. Right? He travels and meet. Voyage is a verb. Voyager means to travel. Il voyage et rencontre. He travels and meet des personnages intéressants. That is interesting characters. Right? So definitely it will come here. Let me remove rest of the things. I write. So of course this will come here. Let me write now. This is the second blank. This is the second number. Okay. Now let's me change the color of my pen. Let's take it green. Intéressant comme un roi, he meets interesting characters like roi, king, un Vontier et renard. Ce livre parle de l'amitié et that this book talks about the friendship, de l'amour, love et de bla bla bla, de voir avec le cœur, to see with heart. So here the way I said, any noun will come because after L apostrophe, mostly any noun comes. The way here they have given nouns. So here this is comment is not a noun, it's a question word. Sur is a preposition. Facile is adjective. Avant is starting with vowel, but this is not a noun. So of course this is here and definitely it suits also. We say de l'amitié, de l'amour. This book talks about the friendship, love, and the importance, right? L'importance de voir avec cœur, that the importance of seeing with heart. So l'importance is the right answer here. This is the third blank, third thing, and rest of the things let me erase. Right here, here, go, shoot. Okay. So now let me change the color of my pen again. Okay, I'll go with pink. No, pink I've already used. Let me check this orange. Orange. Okay, then they are saying les dessins simples et les phrases pleines de sagesse rend ce livre bla 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 à lire. So, ce livre blah 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 à lire. So what can come here? We are left with avant à lire, before to read. No. Sur is a preposition. It cannot come here. Not at all. Avant also cannot come. Comment à lire? It makes this book how to read for all. Facile à lire. Easy to read. All right. It makes this book easy to, because they are saying simple designs, simple drawings, and full of sagesse filled kind of sentences, so makes this book easy to read. All right. So definitely como how to read, though then there'll be no connection, that then there'll be no sense. So of course we'll go with the facile à lire. So this is the fourth one. Here, fourth one will come, right? And let me erase the rest of the things. Okay. So now let me change color. I'll take purple. Pour tout, c'est une belle histoire. C'est une belle leçon. It's a beautiful lesson. Blah, 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 la vie. So, comment la vie? How the life? After comment, la will never come. Avant la vie, before the life. It's a beautiful lesson before the life. No. It's a beautiful lesson on life. So it will be sur. All right. So this way, see, we have put all blanks. We have filled all blanks with correct sentences. But yes, wait. Do not submit your answers right now. Now you read the whole story again with these words and you see whether it works. Is it natural? When you read, is it okay? It sounds good, right? If we remove comment and avant, it's gonna work. This way it's easy. Let's see. Le Petit Prince, un roman célèbre écrit par Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, raconte l'histoire d'un petit garçon qui vient d'une autre planète. Il voyage et rencontre Des personnages intéressants comme un roi, un vampire et un renard. Ce livre parle de l'amitié, de l'amour et de l'importance de voir avec le cœur. Les dessins simples et les phrases pleines de sagesse rendent ce livre facile à lire pour tous. C'est une belle leçon sur la vie. Of course, it sounds natural, right? All these words fit easily here. So now we can go ahead. Okay. So whenever you answer this kind of question, please be careful. First of all, you must know the meaning of all those words because you cannot ask meanings in the exam and nobody's going to tell you even, right? And moreover, the invigilators are there just to see whether everything is smooth or not, but they are not going to tell you the meanings. And moreover, you never know whether they know French language or not. So you have to manage on your own. So you please see, if you know the words, then only you go with this. Otherwise, also you cannot ask meanings from teachers, right? So please check whether you know or not, and you just follow a strategy that after which word, for example, the way I said, after il, definitely any verb will come, right? L apostrophe is there, so of course any noun will be there. So these kind of things you also have to check. And sometimes there is a masculine feminine system also, right? Just go with that as well. That strategy also follow. If any word is masculine, then something masculine related to that only will come in the blank. Just go with the strategy. Otherwise it's risky because if you'll fill a wrong word, then of course whole 1 mark will go. And right, if you fill two wrong, 2 marks will go, so you can lose marks easily from here, right? So be careful when you attempt this kind of question, right? Okay, all right. All the best, bon chance, bon courage, au revoir. And now let's see grammar part. Okay, get ready for the grammar.